Hi everyone, greetings. It's Day. Oyabumi. Hi, how are you? Welcome to another episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, before we get started, I have a special announcement today. So, I'm so happy to announce that I have finally started, drum roll please, my own Patreon. Yes, if you know anything about Patreon, you know that it's a subscription based service where you pay a monthly fee to have access to exclusive content. Hey, hey. So I just wanted to invite you to join my Patreon. I'm calling it my Divine Tribe. So if you're interested in receiving divine messages that I channel directly from benevolent spirits, if you are interested in gaining access to exclusive Ifa Orisha content, monthly tarot readings, and even individual coaching and consultations, this is your opportunity. Of course, the information is in the description box, okay? So check it out and join me. It starts at $5.55 a month, okay? Great. Now, of course, if you're interested in an Ifa reading, a Hedorisha reading, a personal tarot reading, if you're interested in online courses, ebooks, anything related to Ifa Orisha, and even resources, right? Recommendations, check out my website. All of that information can be found in the description box below. All right, now, so let's just jump right in to today's topic. So, guys, I was in Brooklyn visiting, my family and friends, and I was lucky enough to spend some time talking to one of the homies that I consider an elder, right? A very wise brother. And one thing that came up that really struck me as something I was like, oh my goodness, this is something that I need to talk about, right? Is the importance of cleaning oneself on a regular basis. And I'm not just talking about, bathing every day as most of us do. I'm talking about spiritual cleansing. As we go out, in our journeys day by day, it's very, very easy for us to bump up against, unclean entities, people with a lot of emotional baggage, trauma. We can be in places where the energy is very dense and heavy. And, a lot of us will go home and not even think about that, right? And just kind of call it a night. And you're basically bringing that into your home. So I know some of you are good with this, but there's others of us, and I'm going to include myself, that sometimes don't pay attention to the importance of this or don't remember to do it consistently. So I wanted to go through a few things that we can do. Here on this platform, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to give you one tip, but there will be exclusive access to the rest of the tips for my Patreon following, okay, my Divine Tribe. So the first tip I want to encourage that I don't think we think about often is a simple shower or bath. You can literally speak to water and send your intention into water as you're bathing. So if you're out around a lot of people, if you're in a space where the energy is dense and heavy, you're around someone who's very negative or who is bound by trauma, this is something you want to do. When you, after being with that person or around that person, when you bathe, if you're in the shower, for instance, speak to the water and ask that the water removes any heavy, negative, stagnant energy, that it cleanses your auric field, that it supports like the removal of anything that may be stuck in your energetic body from your travels throughout that day, right? From your interactions. Never underestimate the power of water and the power of your intention, okay? So pay attention. A lot of you may be empaths, right? And an empath is someone who's able to pick up energy, pick up emotion in the environment. right? You can feel if someone is sad. You can feel if they're angry. You can feel their joy. If someone is a very sexual person, you may be able to feel that too. Some of you have this ability and don't even realize it. And let me give you an example of how you would know. Say you're doing great and you walk into a place, and all of a sudden your energy is dragged down or your thoughts are scattered, right? Like something has changed and you might think it's just a shift in your mood. Most often, what you're doing is walking into a space where there is either a human or an entity whose energy is just off, right? So if you've had that, pay attention because you may have empathic abilities, which makes it really easy for you to pick up on this type of energy or just energies in general. But as a result, you have to clean yourself often, okay? So if you want to know more about how you can clean yourself, join me on Patreon. If not, thank you either way for watching. Take care.